Hey y'all, and welcome to English 102 for summer 2020. I just wanted to make a quick video to welcome you to the course and also just give you some of my best tips and tricks for navigating the course and some things you need to do at startup just so you are going to be super ready to know where everything is and prepared, and it's going to make your life easier knowing the basic organization of the course. So I always recommend first taking a look at the news feed and reading the news feed when you first log in so that you can kind of see if there's been any updates or any important messages from me. I do try when I post in the news feed to also copy them to an email to you, but check the news feed in case I didn't email you and I just put it in the news feed. So when you log in, check that. I also recommend using the course tools bar to navigate the course instead of the content browser. The content browser can sometimes make you a little lost. I feel like using the course tools content area is a little bit better. So to get started, I would click on the course tools and then click on content, and that's going to take us to the overall course content. So for the first time you log in, you want to click on Start Here and look at the course overview, instructor, the orientation, and then important information that you might need to know. So I would really suggest looking at all of these files before you take the course orientation quiz. You'll need to complete the course orientation and the orientation quiz by the end of the first week, and this is going to just show me that you read the syllabus, you understand the attendance policy, you know which book to buy, that sort of thing. You can take it as many times as you want, and you will earn extra credit for doing it. So make sure you get a 100, okay? It's just an easy way to earn some extra credit and to also make sure that we know what we are here doing. So after you take a look at the Start Here materials and complete the course orientation, you're going to be ready to start the course. So the first thing I want to point out to you is the schedule of activities schedule section. This section has each unit and the weeks in that unit and what we'll be doing. So this gives you an overview of what you'll be doing. For our first unit, we'll be learning about writing a review, and we'll be reviewing a podcast. We'll learn more about that as we go through the unit. But basically, this schedule of activities is going to give you an overview of what we're doing that week, what the topic is, what specific activities we're doing, and then important reminders. It will also have the due dates, and it will also show you what counts for attendance. It's really important that you look at it so that you don't miss anything. It's super important that you use this as a guide for your planning for when things are due and what we're going to be accomplishing. So make sure that you look at this frequently. I recommend maybe even printing this out so that you have it and you can kind of tick off what you've done. Now, if I ever need to make an update to this, I'll post about the update in the newsfeed. I'll email you about it. Like, if I'm ever going to change a date or change something, you are going to know about it. There are going to be no surprises in this course. But if something happened and I needed to extend a due date on an assignment or something, I would make the change here. I would email you about it, and I would, do everything that send like show up at your house. You'll know. Okay. I'm never gonna show up at your house, so you don't have to worry about that. But you will know if I make a change. I will make it positively clear to you that I've made a change. I don't expect many changes, but with the flow of the day, who knows? Who knows what might happen next? So use this as your guideline for what we're going to be doing. You will notice that this is a summer class. We are doing the same amount of work that we have to do in a 14-week schedule, but we have 10 weeks to do it. So some weeks you might be like, whoa, Professor Buzzard, you're killing me. But it's just the nature of having to get it all in summer. If the pacing seems like it might be a struggle to you, maybe you might consider taking this course when you have the full 14 weeks. So be prepared. It's going to be a little intense at first, But I think once you get a rhythm going, you'll be good. So this is only half the part of the story. You need this to like plan to know what we're doing, but it doesn't have specific instructions. And if you just try to guess off of this, you are really going to be lost. You really need to go to the learning content to get the meat of the course. So I'm going to just click back here on course tools and content again, and this is going to take me back to the content area, and I'm going to click on learning content. Now, I have everything divided by unit, and for our first unit, obviously, we're going to be in Unit 1. So when you first come into a unit section, I always recommend reading the overview and the Major Assignment 1 instructions. No, it does not mean that you need to do that immediately. We'll be working on that major assignment for the entirety of the unit. You'll have small assignments that will help you build it. But I find that it's helpful when I'm like doing my reading in a textbook, or when I'm writing a short writing assignment, or when I'm talking on the discussion board, to kind of know where I'm ultimately going with things. So this will give you a nice overview of that. All right, so now that you've learned about the course, you've surveyed the schedule of activities, it's actually time to get some work done. Yay! So you will notice that each week opens up um, corresponding to the week's dates. That's to keep you organized and to keep us all kind of at the same pace. Because this is a writing class and we're going to need to give each other feedback, and you're going to need feedback from me in order to like improve and actually be ready for the final copy. This is not a self-paced course. We have due dates each week. I take attendance each week. It's important that you interact on the discussion board. So because of that, I don't open up all of the materials at one time. You will have to work on a specific pace. Again, if this is something that you think might not fit into your current situation or lifestyle for the summer, you might want to consider taking this course in the fall. I hope that all of you will stay with me, but you have to do what's best for your educational goals and consider your time management and what you are going to be able to commit to and what you're not. So, let's take a look at week 1. And you'll notice that our weeks run Monday to Monday, but I do try to open the week the Friday before. So, like, this next unit, that Monday in isn't until the 25th of May for week 2, isn't doesn't technically start till the 25th, but I do try to open it a few days early. So if you wanted to work on the weekend and work ahead, you can. So there is some wiggle room there, but it's just not all at one time, okay? So let's take a look at week 1. So for week 1, you'll see an overview, and it'll tell you what all you need to do. Don't forget to buy your book. You need that in week 1. I'll be reminding you of that. It'll tell you the learning objectives, like what we're going to learn and why. And then there is a task list here that will tell you what all you need to do. Now, remember, take a look at that schedule for the due dates and attendance activities. It's your responsibility to look at the schedule and know, okay, I've got a quiz due, Friday, June 8th, Monday, June 8th, or something. Like, you need to know what the due dates are. That's your responsibility. I've put it all in there, but it's your responsibility to keep up with it, okay? So it'll have a task list. Usually it's to review the schedule, look at the learning materials, and then participate in some activities. So for this week, you'll need to take the orientation quiz. You'll need to do the learning materials. And you can see I put don't keep scrolling, don't stop, keep scrolling. Because sometimes students are like, I'll get an email and it'll be like, I see the task list, but like what am I supposed to do? I'm like, just scroll down. The instructions are there, and they're usually like, oh my god, thanks. I can't click. Keep scrolling. Everything you need is in this for the whole week is in one file. Okay? It's in one place. You don't have to click around a bunch of places. It's all there. So for this week, you'll need to read chapters 1 and 3 and 15, and Everyone's an Author. I have a viewing assignment that kind of is a refresher on understanding genre from English 101. So take take notes. That will come in handy, especially if it's been a while since you've had 101. You're really going to want to look at that. Then we're going to have 2 listening assignments and then another lecture that talks about the first major assignment and writing a review and what that's all about. And don't stop, because we do also have a discussion board activity this week. So after you've done the learning materials, it's time to complete the activities for the course. So for this discussion, we're going to do a getting to know you discussion. If you keep hearing a weird noise, it's my dog. She's like growling. I don't know why. So apologies for that. Hopefully you can't hear it, but I don't know, she needs attention or something. At any rate, so this week we'll be doing a getting to know you discussion, and then you'll have a short writing assignment that you'll need to put into the Dropbox this week. So you'll need to read the instructions. I have everything listed exactly what I want you to do. If you follow the instructions on the short writing assignments, think of these as a place to practice your writing. This is not a time for me to get the red pen out. I'm typically going to maybe give you some advice if you've missed something or tell you maybe to think about a certain thing. But this is a place for you to practice. Now, it doesn't mean you shouldn't proofread and you should turn in a messy document, but it does mean that if you're trying to test something out or if you're unsure of an idea, it's okay. I can help you think it through in our feedback dialogue. So that is what a typical week in English 102 is going to look like this summer. You're going to have some tasks to do. I'm going to have learning materials with lecture videos for you to try and teach you, not try to teach you materials for the course. And you're going to have writing activities to do either on the discussion board or take a quiz or submit to the Dropbox. Each of the short writing assignments, you will notice, even in this first one, are designed to get you thinking about the major assignment and are to help you put the major assignment together. If you blow off the short writing assignment, not only will your grades suffer, but creating the final product will, for the major assignments, will suffer. I really because I can't give you feedback in any part of the process. And then if you just blow off the short writing assignments and just turn in the major assignment, you haven't had an opportunity for me to say, oh, maybe you're doing this wrong, or that's a really good idea, but maybe you should think about this. So these short writing assignments are all designed to help you build the major assignment. They go hand in hand with it. They're very important. So think about that as you are creating them. So, once you've turned in your work for the week, you've done it. As long as you're meeting the deadlines, you can turn your work in, do your work, watch the videos whenever you want. If you want to watch videos at 2 in the morning, I don't care. I'm going to be asleep. You can watch them. That's fine. You want to turn in your work at 7 a.m., cool. That's fine. As long as you meet the deadline, I don't care when you turn it in. Um, you know, if you email me at 3 in the morning, I might not respond until the next day. But you can, it is a paced course, meaning it has attendance and deadlines every week, but it is self-paced, and you can in the fact that you can watch the lectures at the time that's best for you, and you can do the assignments at the times that are best for you, as long as you're meeting the deadlines. Okay? So I'm really excited about this class. I love teaching first year comp. I'm really excited to get to know you guys. It looks like we're going to have kind of a small section this summer. Right now, last time I checked enrollment, we only had 12 students. So I think that in this section, we're really going to be able to get to know each other and really improve our writing. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're washing your hands. I hope you're practicing social distancing. And I hope that you are ready to become a better reader, writer, and critical thinker this summer. All the best.